Okay, a little different environment here. Got quite an echo too, so you have to forgive me for the echo. This is my office. I use this very, very rarely. I think from now on though, I'm going to do the Welderside chats in here. We'll see how this echo thing works out. I might have to do some work there, but yeah, this came with the rest of the leaf space here. And I actually, like I said, I don't really use it. My intentions was to use this a lot, but I've got an office at home that is set up much better than this. So I do have the map here, and I probably have about 50 pins in there. I'm going to have a heck of a time patching the wall, I suppose, because this is right into the sheetrock. I kind of quit there. A couple of years ago, I quit putting pins in there for that reason. But anyway, let's go on a little bit of a tour. So here I've got just some of the bikes I've done in the past. This one up here is actually the first customer bike I ever did. Let me get the camera here where you can see it a little bit better. There. So this blue one was a GL 1800. I believe that's a 2003 maybe. Not real sure. This is my Victory, which sadly I sold. That's a 900 Vulcan that I did. That and that were my bikes, and then I sold them. This is one of my first ones here. Went to a guy in Kansas. I got a couple of Valkyries there. Got a couple of my prototypes down here. This is a 2006 Yamaha Venture, which was mine. It was a crash bike, and I fixed that up. This is my first Harley Davidson I did, and the guy was a super guy to deal with, just a wonderful person. And let's see, my buddy's 1500 here. I only did two 1500s. I don't believe I'll do any more of those. This is the bike we took to SEMA. In fact, the trailer's open because we're loading that one up to go to SEMA. And this is my very first prototype, which is my ST1100. And then the Valkyrie, which I still have. And then that's my Goldwing, which I sold. That was my 2001. So I got some of them up here. And over here, I have a couple of awards I got. This was a award I got at an invention show. And this is the Robert Starr Award. These are kind of engineering rewards that I got. And I got a gold medal here at the Impex show, which was really cool because I beat out a lot of colleges, MIT for one, so that was kind of nice. Here's a nice little wedding ring, adjustable. That's nice. A little story behind this guy. I'm driving along by the river down by, let's see where that had been, kind of down by Wabasha area, down by the river, and this was sitting on one of the guardrail posts, just sitting there. Evidently it had been laying in the snow and the salt got at it, and so I had to grab it. So I've got that little gem, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so, that's kind of it. Prague, Czechoslovakia, and then I live in New Prague, so I gotta have that. So anyway, that is my my office area. You won't see too many like this. So it's got 3 connecting rod, 3 pistons, a cam out of I believe that's out of a 350 Chevy, and then I made the top for it. So that's my little printer stand, which is kind of a neat thing. You gotta have neat things. So I'm actually going to build a tabletop, but bigger than that one, maybe about this big around, 30 inches or so, and non-porous, so I can set that on top of my fire pit. So I can cover it so rain doesn't get at it, but we can use it as a table. So that's one project I got coming up here in a couple of weeks. So anyway, this is my office. which I use very sparingly. And underneath here, under the glass table here, I've got a bunch of newspapers that wrote articles about my bikes and that kind of stuff, you know. Minnesota Monthly, they did an interview and did a test drive and that kind of stuff, so that is it. So coffee time it is, and I don't think I have too much going on Welderside talk-wise, except for the tour. I did watch a little deal on the plight of automobiles. Yeah, I guess Dodge or Stellantis is in pretty deep. They've got 1.3 million cars that are just on a lot, unsold. Yeah, they're having a real hard time selling cars, and they're actually going to stop building the Jeep. Well, basically going to stop building all their cars they're building now, and they're going to go 100% electric. So hopefully that'll work out for them. Because the number one car seller in the world was Tesla. So that is the trend, like it or not, you know, that is the trend. So that's the only news. I did watch an hour, and God, it had to be almost 2 hours long, interview with Pierce, Morgan, and Jay Leno. I tell you what, that Jay Leno was one heck of a nice guy. The interview was excellent. I mean, you really saw what a decent person Jay Leno is. That was really good. And I'd like to meet him someday. I think that would be, we're actually the same age. Jay and I are the same age within a couple months, which doesn't mean anything. I can't tell a joke worth a darn. But there again, he can't build a trike worth a darn. I know this for a fact. So there, we got that going, Jay.